Joseph Streb, 13-time member of the U.S. Veterans World Championship fencing team here at the Arnold Fencing Classic 2019. Our fencing official is called the Fencers on Guard for the gold medal bout in our Youth Men's Foil event. This is a 15-touch bout. The target area is the lame, the silver area, the silver jacket. Our fencing official sees that as attack from the left. But our video replay official has called our fencing official over to take a look at that and see whether that call was correct. To me, it looked like that was attack from the left. So anyway, on the right side of the screen, Yegor Lyutikov from West Lafayette, Indiana, River City Fencing Club, and on the left side of the screen, Benjamin Gisler from Gaithersburg, Maryland, Rockville Fencing Academy. So our fencing officials are still consulting the video to see whether that was a correct call. In order to call that touch right, they would have to say that Mr. Gisler was short with an attack, and then the right-of-way switched to Mr. Lyutikov. And, of course, this being foil, there is a right-of-way rule. The fencer who starts an attack has a right to finish the attack unless that attack misses or is parried. So the right-of-way is always switching back and forth, and part of fencing is to understand right-of-way. The fencers must always know who has the right-of-way and seek to take advantage of it. Our fencing officials are still debating this call, and now our fencing official is coming out. He's going to announce his decision. He sticks with his call. Gisler coming forward, wanting to press his opponent. Let's see what kind of finish he uses. So far, he hasn't gotten close enough to finish, and there is what could be called a counterattack. Gisler never really finished, but our fencer from Indiana, a 2-touch lead. Long attack by Mr. Lyutikov, which is parried. Attempted long attack by Gisler, which is also parried. The offenders are now being a little more cautious. Gisler still wants to attack here. He's down, so he has to attack, but that's a counterattack off target. No touch. The yellow light is off target. Off target hits don't count. There's a double touch. Both fencers start at the same time. No right away, no touch. Gisler with the long attack, disengage, but it gets parried. And there's an attack that arrives from Mr. Gisler. Mr. Lyutikov bent over into a counterattacking position, and by doing so, if he had the right away, he would be losing it. Counterattack off target. Long attack, parried. Gisler coming forward, pressing the action. Let's see what he tries to do in terms of finishing. He gets parried. The riposte is off target. So far, Gisler's been the fencer who likes to come forward and press the action. He's had trouble finishing his attacks and hitting the target. Attack, no. Attack, yes. Off target to the arm, no touch. Gisler gets parried, trying a series of remises, and the fencing official calls a halt when the fencers come close together. And the action becomes confused. The fencing official will call halt. Gisler looking to finish something here. He's got a big preparation, though. It's hard to use a preparation that big and have it land. That time it did, but it really wasn't an attack. It was more of a counterattack. Gisler's attack ended, and he was able to just stick his point out and get a one light. But it helps him. It ties it up. Attempted attack in the preparation is parried. Let's see if Gisler can finish something coming forward. That time he tries, but he gets blocked out in the counterattack. One light, touch right. Lyutikov with an attempted counterattack, which is parried, then remises off of it, and that's off target. Gisler with the long attack. Both have started at the same time. No time, no touch. This time they both come together. No clear control, but Mr. Lyutikov able to push his point through there and get the one light. So he's got a two-touch lead. our fencing official saw one of the fencers' foot go off the strip and called a halt. There's a long attack that arrived, from my viewpoint, that arrived from the right. And our fencing official does see it that way. There was some minor blade contact, but that was incidental. The parry was late. And there's a long attack by Gisler. It lands. Mr. Lyutikov goes into a ducking counterattack position, but it didn't work. Another long attack. It's parried. Riposte, no. And then Korakor and a halt. Gisler coming forward with that huge preparation. That's dangerous to get the point on target when you're circling around as widely as Mr. Gisler is doing. And that time Gisler went more direct, but he got parried. That's an attack from the right. Gisler tried to step in and block out, or counterattack, block out, but it didn't work. Mr. Lyutikov being a little more aggressive now. With the lead that he has, he can pretty much do what he wants. And now he's going to come forward and try to hit some longer attacks, which he does. He picks up the attack into preparation, parries it, finishes under the arm, gets the touch. There's a parry riposte. Mr. Gisler, becoming frustrated, makes a long attack. It's parried, riposte arrives. Lyutikov with the long attack that's short, and he tried a series of remises. It didn't work, and then we got a halt. Well, Mr. Gisler, it's 3 seconds left in the period. The fencers are backing off. They're going to let time expire. Now they get a 1-minute break, and they can receive coaching. I don't know if Mr. Gisler has a coach. I don't see one, but perhaps he does. If he does, he needs to ask his coach what he can do to make an adjustment, because down 6 touches in a 15-touch bout at the end of the first period is not an encouraging situation. So Mr. Gisler would need to make some kind of big adjustment here, find an open line that he could reach on a consistent basis in order to get back into this. We have come to the end of the break between the first and second 3-minute periods of this 15-touch gold medal bout in the Y14 Mixed Foil event. On the right side of the screen, Yegor Lyutikov from West Lafayette, Indiana. On the left side, Benjamin Gisler from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Mr. Lyutikov with a big advantage here. It looked like that was a pretty fair attack that arrived from the right, but and that is, our fencing official saw it essentially that way. He saw it as a parry post, but still touch right, 7-touch advantage. Long attack arrives by Mr. Lyutikov. He is in the driver's seat now and moving forward quickly toward the gold medal. Gisler with a long attack, counterattack is off target into it. Gisler has to attack at this point and get some touches here. And there he gets a 1 light touch. Actually, that was a double attack, but only 1 light came on. So Gisler gets at least 1 point back. But that time he's short, gets parried. Riposte arrives. Mr. Lyutikov, 3 touches away from the gold medal. This time he tries a slow attack and misses and gets hit on the counterattack. All right, Lyutikov coming forward with that long attack. He likes to come forward and do a disengage under the arm. It's his favorite attack, and he's looking for that now. He's doing it now. That time he was short with the first one, and our referee saw that. So the initial attack was short, and then Mr. Gisler hit him. Mr. Lyutikov has asked for a video review. Our fencing officials will now consult the video, but I think that call will stand. Mr. Lyutikov picked up Mr. Gisler's blade, therefore getting the right away, but then he stuck his arm out. He didn't hit anything with it. And once his attack was no, then the right-of-way switches over to the other side, and Mr. Gisler finished and got the touch. The video referee seems to have a different opinion of the action than the opinion of the referee, or my opinion. That's not unusual. Some people say that these video reviews are a little misleading because typically they're in slow motion, so the action is different when you see it on video than it is in real time. Sometimes it can be very useful, but sometimes not. Well, that's a reversal based upon the opinion of the video referee. So now Mr. Lyutikov only needs 2 touches to get the gold medal. It looks like Mr. Lyutikov would like to win the gold medal coming forward and hitting attacks. But there he gets a riposte. Gisler coming forward, trying to hit a long attack, and he does. He's been trying that most of the bout, but he just hasn't been able to hit enough of them. Here comes the long attack. It arrives off target. We can expect to see Mr. Lyutikov do that again. As soon as he gets the opportunity, we'll see him come forward and try that again, unless he picks up a pair or a post here in the meantime. Well, there's a counterattack, 1 light. Here it comes a long attack. It doesn't arrive. It's blocked out with a counterattack. 1 light. Gisler stays alive for 1 more touch. Unfortunately, he needs so many touches, it's going to be difficult. And there's an attack that arrived from the right. Our fencing official saw that as a double touch, no time. I didn't see it that way. And there's the long attack. It's parried, riposte off target. That long attack under the arm, again, there's a step-in counterattack by Gisler, and he gets the 1 light on it. He seems to have found something that works to stop that long disengage under the arm. Let's see if he can consistently do it, because it's going to continue to happen. Remise off target, no touch. And there it is. Mr. Gisler misses, Mr. Lyutikov hits, and he's the gold medalist.